Hey everybody, Darren from the White Hatter, and you know what? The new school year is just about upon us. And we've had some requests from teachers and even parents asking us what our thoughts are specific to cell phones in the classrooms. We've written several articles on that you can go to our blog and have a look. But no matter if you decide to allow cell phones into a classroom or not into a classroom to be used, some of the research out there is now showing us that when kids do still have their cell phones with them, they can be quite distracting. So one of the things that we wanted to do was kind of find a solution to help educators in classrooms with kids who are bringing cell phones into the classroom to help them not be so distractive in nature unless you've given them permission to use the phones in classroom for whatever purpose teachers decide to do. So we found this really cool product online on Amazon. You can pick it up for about 20 bucks, and it's a hanger. It's like a wall unit that you can hang in your classroom, and it's numbered boxes, and you can put cell phones in it, and you can pick it up for about under $20. You'll be able to find a link to it here on our website or on this video at the end of the video. But we actually ordered one, and it was just delivered to us by Amazon. And so Brandon's going to hand me the actual box, and here it is. Here's the box. It just came in from Amazon, kind of cool. It's under 20 bucks. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of unpackage this and have a look and see what came in the box for us, right? So let's have a look and see what we got going on in this box. What was delivered to us. See what we got going here. So we'll open it up. And as we're opening it, you actually can see some of the packing material that's kind of cool that comes in. But here's the actual product. And it's called the Mislo Pocket Chart with 30 pockets that you can see here on the top-down camera on the front. There it is there. That's the product right here. We'll kind of get rid of this box. And when we look inside the product, dig it into it again. Very well packaged, actually. So we're going to get into the product to have a look to see what it is. And as we're doing that, we'll pull it out. And it's kind of cool. Comes with the actual product that you're going to hang on your wall or on your door, which is kind of cool. You know, kind of pull it back. That's about the size of it if you compare it to me. And it actually comes with 30 pockets, right? So you can actually put 30 different cell phones in this. And the other cool thing that it comes with are these little additions that you can actually hang through the little eyelets on the top of the product and hang on a door. And then that's where the kids, as they're coming into the classroom, will place their phones, and they're all numbered, right? So you just take a cell phone like mine and you just place it into the pocket as it's being hung on the door. It's kind of cool. But you know what? We wanted to kind of ump this up a little bit. We wanted to make it more functional for a classroom, because one of the things you'll hear from kids is that they really don't want to put them in these things for a variety of different reasons. Why? Because they want to keep them on their person. But we want to ump it up a little bit to make it way more functional for a classroom and help kids to kind of use it, because there's going to be a reason for that. And you're going to see what we're going to do here in a little bit to make this product, what we think is cool, but just amp it up a little bit more to make it more functional in the classroom. So stay tuned. We're going to do some really cool things with this really cool product. So here's what the product looks like hanging up on the door. A couple of challenges that we found. Number one, a little flimsy. So, you know, especially for the little ones trying to put phones in there, it may fall out and drop on the floor. And it may also be a little too high to reach to get some of the phones, especially for the younger kids, into these pockets. So as a result of that, we're going to take this really awesome product, and it is, and we're going to make it even better and more functional for the classroom. And that's what we're going to show you next. And now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to take this excellent product and make it even more functional for your classroom. So to do that, obviously you need the wall hanger. The next thing you need to do is you need to get yourself 2 of these Booster Series power strips that also allow you to plug in not just a regular plug, but also USBs that obviously the kids will want to plug into their phones. You'll need a number of 8x3/8 wooden screws. And the last thing you're going to need is a screwdriver or a power drill, which we just happen to have here to make this project work for you. Okay. Step one to the project is you're going to go and you can purchase this piece of thin plywood. You could even get pegboard, something that you're going to be able to put screws into. You may even go to your school. If you're in middle school and you have a wood shop, great project for the wood shop, right? Cut a piece of plywood, thin so it's light, 36 inches by 33 inches. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our wall hanger that we got again online. There's going to be a link on where to buy this online. You can get it for under $20. And you're going to center that onto this piece of plywood. So it looks pretty good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these screws, these wooden screws, and we're just going to tack down this unit onto this piece of plywood so it's not going to go anywhere. So, and we're going to put a number of different screws in. One. And then we're going to go 2. Because we want to make sure that this thing stays fairly well tacked. So if kids are tugging and pulling on it, that it's not going to collapse on you and just make it way more sturdy. And then there's number 4 along the top. And you'll notice how I did it so that you can still put the hangers through here to hang. Now what we're going to do is we're going to finish tacking this down, and this is going to take me a little bit to do, and just to make sure that it's really solid onto the platform that we're using here. Perfect. Now, as you can see, we have now tacked the actual wall hanger onto a piece of plywood, 36 by 36. And again, notice that when we tacked it down, we still have the ability to put the hangers on there, which is really important. But this isn't going to go anywhere, and it makes it much more stable when it's either hanging on a door or even if you're going to tack it to a wall, which is another possibility. You don't have to hang this on a door. You could actually get your wood shop or anybody that you want and actually tack this into a wall or even lay it against the wall if that's what it is that you want. So the next thing we're going to do is we are now going to look at using 2 of these power strips. And these power strips, as you'll notice, not only can you plug them in with regular plugs, but you also plug them in with USB cables, which a lot of the kids like to do. So not only do they like to plug them in the walls, but if they just have a USB cable, they're going to be able to do that. So again, we're going to need 2 of these pieces of equipment. You can get them online. Again, we're going to have links for you on the website, on this video link for you to click on, that you can get them off of Amazon. You can pick them up for under $20. You just want to make sure that they're properly certified, which these are, to be used for electrical purposes for obvious reasons. So, and that's what we're going to demonstrate next. And to do that, I'm just going to show you what these products look like. So I'm going to move this off for now. We're just going to put this over here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick unboxing of this product. It's pretty cool. What I like about it, this is called the iClever. It's a Boost Strip Series desktop power strip. So again, on this, you can both do plug-ins with regular plugs, or you can plug in with your USB cable. So pretty good product. We got 2 of them. You'll see why we got 2 of them here in a little bit. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You just pull it out of the box. They come fairly well packed, actually, believe it or not. And once you open up the box, there's a couple important components here. The first component is this goes onto the back of the power box that will help us secure it to the piece of wood. And you can either do that, you can do it via the adhesive that's on here. You can actually put screws into here if you wanted to as well to go into the wood. And then obviously you got the power cord that leads into the actual power box. Again, we'll have links for these on this video at the end of the video. What's really cool about it is this has got an on-off switch built right into the power bar, so you can turn the power off at the end of the day once all the kids have gone home. You know, when they're coming back to school, you turn it back on. Not only can you plug in with regular plugs, but you're also going to be able to students to plug in using their USB cable, which is kind of cool. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to connect this product right here onto the board that we just built, and that's what we're going to do next. All right, So now that we got the piece of plywood and we got the wall hanger attached to the piece of plywood, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're now going to be attaching our USB power bar and power bar plug onto the plywood. And you can see we've already done it on one. So it's pretty easy. Once you take it out of the package, you'll see in the package it also comes with a little blue metal case. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to peel this piece of blue protector off. And then what you do is you turn it upside down, and we're now going to connect it to the back. So on the back of the unit, you can actually see there's a couple holes here, and the unit, the little pegs go into the holes, and you push down so it locks in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to peel off the background of the adhesive. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the unit and we are going to center it. And again, the power cord will be facing down for obvious reasons, right? Because we want it facing down so we can plug in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to center it, much like the other one, just onto the middle of the board, or where number 13 is there. And we're going to tack it down. Now, the other thing you can do is, I'm using the adhesive on this to do it, but you could also get screws if you want, because as you'll see, these plates, you can actually remove these plates off if you want. Then you could get some screws and just put metal screws into here if you don't like the adhesive. Just depends upon what it is that you want to do. But then we just, we put this back on. Pretty simple to do. We just line up the pegs and then we lock it down, which it's now done. And we're ready to go to the next step. Hey everybody, Darren back again, and with our final product that we like to call the White Hatter Classroom Cell Phone Parking Garage for obvious reasons. You'll notice that we've got this one hanging on a door right now, but you don't have to hang it on a door, right? Because of the plywood, you can tack it onto a wall anywhere in the classroom. You could even put it on the floor next to a wall or onto a desk next to a wall. There's all kinds of different ways that you can mount this in the classroom to meet your needs. You'll note here that we got the two external outlets on the product hanging down that they would probably plug into a power cord that would lead into an extension cord into a power outlet to give the unit the power that the kids are going to want. Kids will come in, they'll take their cell phones, they just put them in any pocket that they want to put their cell phone in. But here's what's really cool about this idea that we came up with. So, you know, kids are using these phones all the time, and as a result of that, power becomes an issue for them. So they always like to have their phones fully powered. So one of the ways that we've decided to do this is you can actually take any kind of a power cord. So you take your phone, and you're going to plug your phone in with your power adapter. Then you're going to take this, you're going to put it into your pocket into the garage, and then you can see you can take any regular plug and plug it in. Even better, you can take the same cell phone. So here's Brandon's cell phone. Let's say they don't have the plug to plug into a regular outlet. They can just take their phone, same thing, plug it in, and then put it into their pocket. Once it's in the pocket, they can now take the USB and plug it into the USB charging port that are on each one of these units as well. So during class, these things are out of their hands, they're turned off, but at the same time they're being powered up, which kids are going to love. So we think that this is a great idea for this school year for teachers in elementary, middle school, high schools who decide that they want to get these phones out of the kids' hands for whatever reason and store them in the classroom in a safe, secure way that also allows them to power their units, their digital technology up at the same time. So from Darren and Brandon at the White Hatter, have a great school year, and we hope you'll love this idea.